If you've seen on the news, we're down in Somerset near Chard. If you've seen on the news, it's been really wet and rainy and horrible here. Like, it's been loads of flooding, literally 3-4 miles that way. And we've just had so much rain. My nice tidy sheet job that I threw over the top thinking I'll just be doing bits and pieces here and there and I'll just keep sheeting it down. It's become a pain in the ass. I need an area to work. So me and Uncle Spike are just now, we purchased some wood and we're just going to put another sheet at the back, all the way around the back as well, and just try and make an erection to just, you know, just give me some dry space to walk and work. And that ladder, which is just at Spike's perfect head height, he's really upset to say goodbye to that. But we're going to have to go to Ikea as well because I'm down to my last 2 pencils. Savage.
What about Screwfix?
Screwfix? I don't want to buy. No, there's all tablets now, isn't it? You'd go and press a button. What? Yeah. Screwfix. If you can't buy it at Screwfix, you don't actually need it. That's the long and short of it. However, not having the pens and pencils anymore is a bit poor. So IKEA trip, we must go. And there we have it. That's a hell of an erection, Spike.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is much better. And we're not hitting our heads. Some proper cheesy ass carpentry work going on here, but it really don't matter. It's going to be pulled down very, well, hopefully very soon.
You've got to do a wedding in this, yeah.
Got to do a wedding in this, Spike. Well, yeah, is it yours? Getting married again?
Oh, no.
It's expensive last time, but I'm thinking about just making this roll up. We got me nice awning. Oh shit. Yeah, so yeah, we're happy with this. A couple drill bits in there, a couple of raw plugs, sorry, in those blocks just to weight it down, but it's solid as hell.
And we're dry.
And we're dry, and it's sunny outside typically.
Yeah, it's warm now.
So yeah, gonna just concentrate now on just getting all this shit out. Just sort of got like a, you know, a blank canvas if you like, but yeah, it's obviously a crappy job to be fair, but you know, it is what it is. This is part of the sort of job that is just not fun. I am just absolutely, oh, very nice, very tasty. Hang on, let me flip this road. So this is what it looked like, just all panelled in, and this sort of came up over the window where the old seat back was, but stripped all of that out gently and carefully, or as carefully as I can. Obviously found some more horror in behind here where this door is. It's just pretty scabby around here, and it's been replaced here and here as well. You can see again where it's not been welded, it's just been sort of fudged in from the outside. What I'm tempted to do at this point is zap all of that out and just you know, copy this up through. So basically be a copy of this side over there. Oh, spinning round. Because I don't need a door. The door is, our beds are going to come to sort of around here. Really good camera angle, that, isn't it? Beds are going to come to about here. So I've essentially potentially got a bit of storage space there, and the chance of being able to use the door slim to 0 anyway. So if I just make up another aluminium panel to go at the top and make up a panel the same size as that glass to go up there, then I've essentially, as I say, got a load more space, and I can replace all of this shit and avoid all of this damp running down in this door frame again, because it's obviously been a long ongoing problem, and I'd like to avoid that if at all possible. And it's another security thing, isn't it? Like, why have the door if you can't even use it, because it can be jimmied from the outside essentially. So yeah, so now I've just got to do the same as I've done to this over there, which is glorious fun. This is all steel and welded from the other side, and to get to the other side I'd have to remove this whole piece of you know, the whole back end is one big piece of moulded fiberglass, and I don't want to do that. So I'm having to trim it all out, be gentle with the disc cutter, basically plunging it in from this side, but this plate, and then like I say, we'll make some nice aluminium plates to go over here at the correct height. As I mentioned earlier, this is completely rotted out. I've decided I'm going to trim it here, and the same on that side, and I'm going to make this piece up externally. I'm going to have to detach these, measure this up nicely, and obviously copy all of that, and then I'm going to make a piece that's you know, off the van, and then we're going to paint it all nicely, and then we're going to bring it in and weld it and bond it in, so that I'll give it time to dry. So because obviously I can't get to the outside to pull that off and then weld it all in, so I've got to be very careful. And then, like I say, I can weld it here and I can put another piece in there to strengthen it up. So yeah, that's that. Once I've got this out, that'll be essentially the next plan, is just make good here, make it all solid, because it's just not. Oh, I hate this. Just cutting old shit out. I'm much happier putting stuff in. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Look at it all. It's just absolutely shot to pieces. Like I say, God dear. Glorious. That'll be alright with a nice rear end accident, won't it? Yeah. So yeah, it's fairly knackered. So yeah, next thing to do is to try and loosen this away from the fiberglass, which is going to be a pain. I reckon the drill dough will be run down there, probably to cut the drill dough bit down so that it doesn't go too deep, and then we can make a nice new piece to shove in there. Won't that be nice? These will be putting some stuff back in again. Poor old girl. Okay, please ignore the state of the place. Everything's upside down since I've been doing this bus. I've got stuff everywhere. This is the panel, or the frame to go around the rear. You can see I've made these too long, and I'll trim them back once I'm in it. Like, obviously this is upside down. I've thrown some black paint on there. So yeah, once this is fully dried, probably tomorrow, I'll be able to sort of tidy up the bottom ends and cut the old piece out and stitch some strength in there. So yeah, so far so good. So yeah, I'm 100% on this now. I've just decided 100% that this door is going, and we're going to cut a lot of this crap out, hence why I've left this here. So we're going to try and remove the door, that piece of glass, that panel. And then I have taken the executive decision as well now to remove all the glass. I'm going to strip this whole side out and just prep it, because I need to weld to essentially here. And I've still got to replace that piece of metal up there that goes along that piece, and it's very near the glass. Now, I'm going to have to replace this outside panel. Obviously, I don't have an extra piece of glass, so I'm going to make some aluminium ones like this that I'll be able to mount some insulation to the back with. We'll bond it on, we'll wrap those panels. So it's a bit of a bugger because I've already wrapped these outside panels, but it is what it is. It's make an improvement. We'll get rid of all of this rusty old shit, get rid of the door. Yeah, so that's the immediate job, is to remove door, glass, panel, and then the other pieces of glass. So I'll probably get the missus and or many children to help me do that. Yes, I'm not looking forward to it because I've not messed around too much with glass, but I guess it can't be overly difficult until it breaks. Yeah, it's easy enough till it's not, right? Right, door frame out, held in with a fuckload of PU, like the whole bus seems to be, and 2 rivets up there, 1 rivet middle, and I don't think there's any rivets here, but that's probably because this is replaced. But I can think that's why the wire was screwing me around. It's trying to sort of go in and round, so we'll try it again and hope we can get this piece of glass out. My word, the years ago, as a younger Stephen, I'd have probably got grumpy. The thing I bought off of Amazon, the bloody wire thing, is just looks like stainless pissing welding wires, and just snaps after you've moved about like 2-3 inches. It's just shite. So going around cutting with this thing. This thing's all right, but there's so much PU in here, like so much of it. It was like sort of 20mm thick here. You can see kind of up there where it's just horrible. So yeah, it's just, like I say, a few years ago I think things would have flown, but nowadays things don't bother me so much. People, different story, but things generally do what you tell them to do, don't they? And if they don't, it's usually because of an influence of a person, of a being. So yeah, this was like felt loose, and I can see why. It's just horror. So it's good because, like I say, I'm going to cut this out, put a new piece in to join up with this piece. So that's no problem. Same here. This piece was horrible. So again, this piece looks absolutely fine. So that's good news. So I can zap here, clean this up, maybe go cut 3 inches, and then sort of, like I say, match that side to here so that it's all just solid and sensible. It does, however, bother me somewhat because, you know, if I get in here, you probably can't see, but if I give it a shove, so I'm worried that it's in a similar fashion all the way, but ultimately, for now, I can get on, do something here. I've had to order some new wire because I think these are just going to be an absolute bastard as well to get out, so that's a bit disappointing because I really wanted these out today, but we'll see. Like I say, I've got some stuff that I can carry on and do. I can see why the door was leaking. Like I say, it's just shite. Or it is now. Maybe it was absolutely fine back in the day, but here we are, right? So I get the old 9-inch out again and start attacking this, I suppose. So I don't know if you can see, probably not because it's a camera and I'm really crap at this, but the sort of main ribs sort of come down and they're kinked a couple of times, noticeably here. Probably be able to see that one. But there's also one around here. So what I need to do really is try and get this original rib out in one piece so that I can lay it on top of some other box and manipulate it so that it's the same shape. So what I think I'm going to do is just zip out these bits. This bit's solid and new and in fact is okay, so looks shit, so we'll give it a good old wire wheel at some point in a minute, but I don't want to get too involved in cutting too much more out at this point because that is solid and is, you know, is sensible. It's linked onto there and all that looks okay and decent, so I'm hoping to be able to cut this out, this and all of this shit because it's all just scrap. Like I say, I want to build in the exact same as that side because the door was here. You can see where that one lines up, it should be here, so we're going to copy that side, as I say, all new, but I do need to get this bit out. So the first thing we'll do is try and chop that out. Bloody great hole. Happy days. So much easier to get in and out of the thing now. But now I've got this out, you can probably see the, oh god, it's so like it's so horrible, but you can see there's a kink there and then there's a kink essentially there, so we've got to make a copy one of those first, only slightly longer because it's gonna go down with that angle. So datum from the top, sir, datum from the top. There you go, there's a straight piece of box. I'll take the pen lid out of my bloody mouth, you can hear what I'm saying. So a straight piece of box, you can see it's got a kink there and another kink there. That's bloody electric screw fix going off, telling me that my new work trousers have arrived because I just ripped the hole in these ones. So yeah, these are like kinked. They must press them and kink them over. Like there's a bloody great kink there, and that's only going to weaken it anyway. So I obviously don't have any sort of machine that's going to do that, so I'm just going to sort of plunge cut in with the saw, just one in and pull it round and just see where we get to. Keep laying it on this. I've got like a angle gauge, but to be honest with you, as long as it matches this, happy boy. Righto, so my piece of metal is ready to rock, so we're going to stitch it in now. Hopefully just a case of tacking in at the right dimensions. It's only got to be, you know, upright, nothing crazy, so just tape measure Sticky, sticky, tape measure, sticky, sticky. Job done. Okay, interesting. I've just held up the other piece against this, and it is identical. And I've tacked it in at the top and the bottom. And when you go like that, it actually sticks out by about 10-15 millimeters. So, I'm wondering if it was to cover up the frame, whether the frame had to be, you know, for the door that we've just taken out. So, there's a bit of a fuck up there. Though, as my granddad once told me, if you ain't making mistakes, you probably ain't doing anything, which is true enough. So we've got to, what I'm going to do then in that case is like string from here to here, and we'll get that perfectly in between. So regardless of how that would have been, whether this lines up with that for this, where the door was, or whether, yeah, that must have been what it was. And because actually it's been spaced out back here. See, this is a spacer and so is this, and I bet that's what it's for, just to sort of take this up. So potentially then, as long as this distance is the same, this gap is the same there, we can put a string across there and get that perfect. So it's another little improvement, but yeah, ultimately a fucking pain in the ass. That said, rather known now than you know, if I just welded all the way around there and all the way around there and then went to line it all up, I'd be pissed right off. So ultimately a cut the tacks. Let's pull this about. What a pain. Ho-hum. Resolved. So just had to slit it, so it's a significantly different angle. I've just strapped it from the other side, slit it, and then just tack welded that one, and then you know, I'll do the same this one. So that is literally just touching now. So yeah, we can weld all that in now. I'm just going to square it so that it's perfect that way, and then we'll spark that in, and then we can actually start building some structure and some frame into the thing. Oh, still, as I say, glad we caught it now. Slowly starting to actually get what looks like some structure back in the thing again. I've got to cut a bit out down there I'm not very pleased with. There's a couple of bits here that I've got to cut out and replace. It's a bit annoying because the rest of that upright is fine, but well, whatever. I'm going to cut some of this out as well. I've only tacked these on here because I'm a bit concerned this might be complete shit. So once I've got that piece of glass out there, which will hopefully be tomorrow when Amazon decide to deliver the rest of my shite, that will probably be no good, I'll pull this glass out and make a decision then, but I think I'm going to pull this one out and replace that one. So like I say, just tacked for a minute, see what happens there. I'm running out of steel as well, so I've got to order some more steel before I can finish off a lot of this stuff, but I have got some little bits and pieces of 40x40, so I'm just going to smash some of them in, just to sort of, you know, finish up the floor a bit whilst I've got a few offcuts. So I'm going to get them done, like I say, spark them in, then think about red oxiding, and looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah, not too unhappy with that, to be fair. It's all quite, you know, sensible, all lines up, looks half sensible as well, so I don't think we'll miss that door at all. Happy days. So I managed to pry this fiberglass out the way just to weld this around, and I've sort of trimmed out this where there was a rusty old hole, so we're going to spark that in there. Yeah, and then that, I'm really happy then with everything. Obviously I've got this in the workshop to replace, but then this bit's nice and solid, that bit's nice and solid. I've cut out another piece that was here. So yeah, once this is here, this whole bit is nice and strong and ready to rock, so then I can just put my boot floor in. So yeah, let the good times roll. It's dark again, cold, and I've been painting. Ugh, I don't like painting, it's horrible shit. There it is, a nice, good, oh, zoom out, there we go. Pro job. Yeah, red oxided. Everything again that's red is now solid, and I'm happy with, so we're getting there. I might have to pressure wash this back bit, I think, tomorrow. I cut that piece out in there. There's another piece just in there, but I'm just using it as somewhere to put shit for the moment. Keeps it dry. So yeah, hopefully get a bit more busy tomorrow. Like I say, I want to get that glass out and see what that is hiding. But yeah, run out of metal, more metal required. Anything else to report? No, it's all gravy. Living a dream. I'm worried about it on that weld. Righty, we've got a piece of glass out now. We just basically put a clamping that on that piece of box section at the bottom, just in case it drops when we do it. And then we've got some proper saw wire from, again, Amazon's finest, but it's a, you can actually see that it's actually like somewhat serrated, so that it's actually cutting through this PU window adhesive, and it's actually doing the trick perfectly, isn't it? Far better than other shite. So pretty pleased. Found a bit of grot, not so pleased. But again, you know, that's the nature of the beast, I think, really. At least I can get to this piece now and replace it. So yeah, Uncle Spike's really happy. He's had to come and help me lift some. They're heavy, actually, aren't they? Yeah. Surprisingly heavy. But
and you're gonna struggle with Mr. Tickles.
Yeah, Mr. Tickles indeed. Yeah, okay, let's get this one out. Okay, all the glass out. Remember this bit of steel that I've been on about I need to replace? Well, that's made my life a hell of a lot easier. There's a couple of bits and pieces elsewhere which are a bit grotty. Loads of PU to pull off. And here I need to put like another piece of steel across here, another piece of box section in this one, because we've got the fridge going here. This is going to be too low for the exit, basically, on the fridge and the cooker. They're going to be butting up to sort of here somewhere, so we need to put a piece of box section here. Interestingly, the piece above is the same size as a transit side door window, so I'm going to use a transit side door window here. I'll put the picture up over from the CAD that you'll be able to see hopefully on the screen, because, you know, it's pro job. So yeah, just got to clean up all of this shit now. Get all this old PU off, wire wheel the crap out of it. This whole piece I'm going to replace anyway, so I'm going to zap that out. Now the glass ain't there, it's going to make my life a hell of a lot better. So again, I've gone like half a step forward and 5 or 6 back, it feels like. However, I'm hoping that all of this side, metal-wise, will be complete today. And once that's done, potentially start sticking some sides back on. So, you know, in the next episode, 100%, we'll be actually putting sides on, which feels, you know, exciting to me. So let's get on with it. Okay, as you can see, we've been doing some filling. So this massive hole that I cut in the side of the van is now completely filled up. I've just copied this essentially. Now what I am going to do now is I'm going to cover these, as I probably previously mentioned, with some aluminium panels. I'm going to put some insulation behind these, but essentially it's going to be 20mm insulation here. But because I'm going to put aluminium here, I figure I might just put in some diagonals in these panels too, and the same as this one, this hole, because this is also not going to be window wide. Obviously replace this because this one was rusty. I'll be honest, I'm going to do this and that one too. I'm just going to fuck the lot off, get it all new, all done, because I just don't want to be pissing around with it again. Okay, so I've got had me paint on the old red oxide. Okay, so as you can see, I've just triangulated everything there. That's essentially one window up to, oh hang on, it looks different because I'm the angle on. So that is one window there, and that is a second window to there. New, all new there. So like I say, going to call it a day. I'll be honest, it feels like Groundhog Day. I'm doing a lot of painting, a lot of cutting rust out, and welding stuff back in. You see I've had all my PPE on, look like a panda, ginger panda. So yeah, I'm going to call this video a day because I realise I haven't uploaded anything for a minute, and you know, I imagine people are just waiting on tenterhooks ready for me to upload a new video for them to be bored to tears watching. Remember, you can watch it on 2x speed. I probably sound a little bit more interesting then. So yeah, I'm going to call that a day for this video. I've got lots of stuff on the way now. Howard at Aller Engineering, he has made me, I drew up some panels to go for these rear corners to cover the lights. He's made those. He's also made the big panels that will go on here instead of the glass on the rear, 2 panels each side. So they are all made. I've got to go down and collect them, and we've got to weld the corners up, and then we've got to wrap them. And then I'm going to attach some insulation, some Celotex to the back of them to you know, strengthen them up a bit, add a bit of insulation. And that's why this box section here is you probably can't bloody see, but it's where's an easier place? You see it doesn't come all the way to the outer edge. It's wet paint, so it doesn't come all the way to the outer edge. It's so that I've got some room for some Celotex on the outside between the panel and the steelwork. You know, it's probably not the optimum place for the insulation, but it's the most sensible place that I've got for insulation. So I'm not going to get into start, you know, oh, it's got to be this and it's got to be that. We're going to put insulation there, and it's going to be Celotex, and it's going to be decent, and that's the end of that really. So we're going to put that in, and that will strengthen up the panels as well, and then we can bond the panels in. So the next video will actually be putting the side on. Jeremy has been calling me because or messaging me because he has finished priming up my side panels, so the side panels can go back on. So yeah, it's next video will actually be some excitement, or certainly for me, because it'll feel like I'm putting some stuff in, bolting some stuff in, because like I say, it feels like Groundhog Day. So what have I learned really? What I should have done is you know, like I say, I think we're like 4 videos in now, and it don't feel like I'm walking around in a van with a cooker and a fridge yet, does it? But what could I have done differently so far? What I would have done differently so far is I would have, right from the start, pulled that glass out, got everything off that side, and when I come to this side, which should be a hell of a lot quicker, because as I've had the panels made for this side, I've had them made for this side as well. So all of the panels are made for this side, ready to go. I haven't got to mess around with the flooring or any of that. It's basically just that side and just repairs, just cutting repairs, but mostly it should be good. You know, like a lot of this has been cutting the floor out and stuff. So with this side, as I say, I'll just rip all the windows out when I come to it, and just get busy, just cut it all about, and then hopefully this side won't take very long. Famous last words. The other thing that I would have done, and if I do something else in the future, I will do that, is I should have just built a proper shelter to go over this. Probably like cut the £3 would have sorted out something nice, you know, like a big carport, and it would have been here permanently. You know, it's not like I just pissed £3 against the wall. I could have put something up for, you know, a few quid that would have been semi-permanent, and I could have left it parked under here, or even have a little bit of dry space for some other work, whatever. I should have done that. Like I say, I'm consistently dicking around with these tarps and this erection tent that we made, which is you know, average at best. But you know, I've never done one of these, and moreover, I didn't realise that I would be pulling so much of it apart. It's like a full resto really now. Full resto on a fucking bus. What am I doing? So yeah, hopefully you're still enjoying it. Hopefully I'm not too dull. But yeah, like I say, in the next video we'll be doing far more interesting stuff, or it'll feel more interesting for me, like having an outside on the van, having a side on would be bloody glorious. But thanks for joining us. And thanks for people who message me and stuff on my Facebook. You know, they watch a video and message me. So thanks to all those people. Yeah, I'll see you all soon. Remember to like and subscribe and all of those things. Cheers, bye-bye.